Oh no, I'm old. You want to know how I know that? Stay tuned and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Well, it all started with a trip we had planned, a one-night trip to go to Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm talking about my creature comforts. Do any of you have creature comforts? And I'm not talking about just makeup, hair tools, skin care, things like that. I'm talking about things that we need as we get older. I hate to use the word old, so I'll just say older. These are things that seniors or people in their 70s and beyond have to have in their life from now on. So I began to pack for this trip. Like I said, one night. You wouldn't believe how much stuff I had to take, how much extra stuff. You don't need a lot of clothing for just one night, but boy, the things that I'm used to that are in my life that I feel I have to have, I cannot do without them, even for one night. Well, I'll tell you what some of those things are for me. Number one is my heating pad. Now, I sleep with a heating pad every single night. I've done this for years, probably 12, 12 to 15 years, and I just have to have it. We sleep in a very cold room. We have the air on and the fans and all that, but the warmth of that heating pad against that cold, cold room is just perfect for me. So I have to have my heating pad. I can put it on my back. I lay it on the front. It's a pretty long one. And it's comfort for me. So of course I had to take my heating pad. Then there's my knee pillow. I talked about that in a previous video. Well, I guess I could have stuffed some other pillow between my knees, but that one is molded and works perfect for me, and I don't want to be without it. It really helps my lower back. So you have to have the knee pillow. Then the fans. Well, as I said, we sleep with an overhead ceiling fan going and also a table fan that sits on a little table because I have to feel air blowing in my face. I just feel like I'm stuffed up and the room is just stuffy. Even though it's like 67 degrees in that room, I have to feel air blowing and I can't sleep without it. So of course I have to take a portable fan with me. And then there's a portable heater. Now, even though I sleep in a very cold room, once I get up, I've got to have heat on me. So I have one of those tower heaters on a stand. I turn that on. When I go outside on the patio, it's not cold out, but I have to feel that heat on my body. I don't know. It's just something I have to do. So I have to have that. In addition to that, I have to have my iPad, no matter what, because I can't see that good on a phone. And my phone's a pretty good size. It's an iPhone, so it's not like a mini or something. But the screens are just too small. I just can't work with it. So I have to read emails and things like that on my iPad. So that has to go with me. And of course the charger and all that stuff that goes with it. And then something else I have to have with me is this. This is just a little scrubby when you take a bath. You can slip your hand in. I showed it on my channel years ago like this, and it's silicone. I'll come up closer in a minute so you can see it. But that's what I have to take my shower with. I cannot use a wash rag. I don't feel clean. the wash rag doesn't suds me up enough, it's just a thing with me. And with my dry, old, wrinkly, crepey skin, I need this. So this has to come with me. And then there's the whole coffee situation. I have mentioned many times in videos that I truly am a coffee snob because I will only drink my coffee. It has to come from my pot and I have to have an electric frother. So that's a lot of stuff to take somewhere for one night. But my coffee pot has a rich setting on it or a bold. Not all coffee pots do. Well, I don't like the taste of coffee unless it's rich or bold. So I want to enjoy my coffee. I love coffee. So I have to have my pot. I want my coffee creamer frothed and I want it hot. So I have to use an electric frother. And of course I use the Peet's Decaf Dark Roast Bold K-Cups. And not everybody has those at their house, so I'm going to bring my own coffee. Oh boy. I guess I'm a little high maintenance when it comes to coffee. Then I have to have my 10x magnifying mirror. And it's big, it's about that big. And I have to have it because, I don't wear makeup, much makeup. I wear sunscreen and blush and stuff. But I do wear mascara most of the time. Well, I can't see to put it on unless I have my 10x mirror. And it has to be a big one. That has to go with me. And then two other things that are essential that I have to have with me is a robe and slippers. Now, a lot of people, you want a robe if you're sitting around in the evening and you put your pajamas on. I'm not talking about that kind of robe. I'm talking about it's more of a bed jacket, comes like right to the top of the legs, but it's big and fluffy. So to pack it, it takes a lot of room because even rolling it, it's about that big. And slippers. Could I wear just a pair of socks for one night? No, I have to have my slippers. I'm in slippers day and night unless I'm going somewhere. Then I'm in cowgirl boots. So even now doing this video, I'm in my slippers. They're just always on my feet. I don't like to go barefoot. Another thing that you may call a creature comfort, but it can be an absolute necessity for some people, is a tall toilet. When we went to Tristan's place, they don't have tall toilets. They weren't a thing 20, 30 years ago, and they live in a townhouse that was built many years ago. So I went to sit down on the toilet, and oh my gosh, I kept going down, down, down. I thought I'd end up on the floor. It was just a regular toilet, and we have the tall ones in our house now. And a lot of seniors do. They need the tall toilets because they can't get down or get up unless they have grab bars or something like that. And you can buy like these little risers, they're about this tall, to take with you and put on a toilet. Well, thankfully I don't need that yet, but that will probably come in my future. Then I'll be dragging part of a toilet with me if I go away for one night. And grab bars in a shower or a tub, or just like a walk-in shower. As we get older, it's hard to climb over a bathtub to take a shower. And you're at such risk for falling. Fortunately, I can still do it. But that doesn't mean that I couldn't fall, because I could. So it's difficult, especially when you have mobility issues. You need a walk-in shower. Well, when you go visit family, and especially your grown grandchildren, they're not going to have grab bars and walk-in showers and all that unless they have a new modern home. They're not going to have that stuff. So you have to take things with you to assist just doing basic needs. Just getting into the shower or getting onto a toilet. Think about that. Oh my goodness, I'm not there yet, but I'm sure we're all headed that way. So those are the necessities, the essentials, the creature comforts that I have to have. In addition to that, you take your curling iron and makeup and body lotion and all that stuff that you need also. But these are things that are specific, I think, to age. They're related to my age. The reason we went to Charlotte, North Carolina, was to visit Tristan, our oldest grandson. He's 26, and his girl, Melly. We wanted to go up and see them and at least spend one night with them and see their place and everything. So I'm so happy that I took the trip, but my goodness, to have to do all that for one night. Now, if you were going for a week, you could maybe justify it more, but for 24 hours, I don't think so. Now, do you all have creature comforts that you have to have with you, even if you just go away for one night? If you do, tell me what some of yours are. I can tell you some other ones that many of us have to have, and as we continue to age, we're going to need more of them. And that could be a wheelchair, a cane, a walker. If you need those things, it doesn't matter if you're just going somewhere for the day. You've got to put them in your car and take them with you. And how about a recliner? That is a necessity for some people as they get older, especially the kind that lifts you out of the chair, because some people have trouble getting out of the chair. I'll give you an example, like Dave. Now, he had to take extra things. He takes a lot of medication for his cancer. I think there's, I don't know, 27 or 25 bottles of pills that he takes throughout the day. And so, that's extra than what he would normally take. But in addition to that, he wears a CPAP machine. He has to take that, and it's a whole unit. It comes in a case, a pretty good sized case. So he has to take that. He has to take distilled water because that's what you put in the CPAP machine. By the way, in case you don't know, that's for people that kind of stop breathing at night when they're sleeping. And he has a foot massager. It's you put your feet on it. It's about this tall and this wide, and it's for people that have tingling and numbness in their feet. He has a lot of trouble with that because he has neuropathy. Now, he didn't take that with him, but that's something that he uses every day, and it really helps him. So, as we continue to age, are we even going to be able to go away for one night and leave these creature comforts behind? I don't think we would die without them, but they become very important to us in our life as we age. There are many things that creature comforts can help seniors and as we continue to age. They reduce stress, they provide comfort, they provide more mobility, they support certain health conditions. We just need them for our overall well-being. So we haven't taken a trip for a very, very long time, years. And so since this was the first one, that we've taken, we found out that we're old. I don't know what other way to put it. Or maybe some of the things were just spoiled because we're used to using them every day, and you get into your daily habits and it's hard to get away from. But some of these things are absolute must-haves. I didn't have that when I was younger. You just kind of go with the flow and anything works, and you could sleep on the floor if you wanted to. Not anymore. So I don't know how many trips will be taken in the near future, but when we do take one, I want to stay at least a week, because packing all that stuff for just one night was a little bit much. I also think that as seniors and as we age, that we enjoy the comforts of our own home. We like our bed. We like our pillow. We like our blankets and sheets. Just little things, because you enjoy them and you use them every day, and it just becomes part of your life. So I don't know if any of that has affected you all, but I sure would love to know that if you go away, whether it be for a week or a day, do you find that you have to take your creature comforts? I just gotta know that. I can't be the only one, right? Well, that's it for today, but I'm gonna leave you with an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip today comes from 2 Corinthians 1, 3 through 4. God is the source of comfort and comforts people in their troubles so that they can comfort others. Well, I'll tell you, I know what comfort feels like, and I'm sure you do too. Have you ever been in the darkest valley in your life? Have you ever had such severe troubles? Have you ever mourned and grieved and all the things that we can go through in life? And when we feel God's comfort, it changes everything. It's like a warm blanket surrounding you all over, from head to toe. Comfort is a feeling that you just can't even describe. At least God's comfort is that way. And because of that, we can comfort others in their sorrow, in their grief, and in all their dark times. But I never thought about having to have comfort in my daily life. Like the things I talked about, how important they are to me, how I need them. I really need them. I can't do without them. Could I have suffered for one night? I guess. But why would I when I don't have to? So it took me longer to pack, and I had to take more stuff with me. But that's okay, because just like the comfort that I chose to take with me, the comfort of God is just as important to me. I couldn't live without the Lord's comfort either. And I have needed it throughout my life, and I'm sure you have too. And you know what it feels like. So if you're a senior, if you're in your 70s like I am or beyond, don't feel bad about needing your comforts. If you have to have wheelchairs and canes and rollators and all that with you at all times, take them with you. Be comfortable so that you can enjoy your life, so that you feel good when you wake up in the morning. These little comforts may seem petty to some people, but for me, they're wonderful, and I'm not going to be without them. I'm sure you have your own that you love or that you need. Most of all, we need the comfort of Almighty God to surround us in all of our troubles and all that we are going to face in life. Health issues, deaths, everything. I'm not going to be without that comfort. I thank you so much for being here today. I truly do appreciate it. And until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya.